We're in the tiny little hamlet of West Wycombe in the Chiltern Hills. And if you're a fan of the X-Men comics or the TV show Stranger Things, you might have heard of the Hellfire Club. Well, behind me is the meeting place of the real Hellfire Club. We're going to take a look inside. And when we come out, we're going to tell you why this might be Britain's weirdest tourist attraction. Got that normal cave smell.
It's because they're fake caves.
Yeah. Interesting, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. It's like, I'm exposing some conspiracy. They claim these are real caves, but actually, filming is slightly more challenging than I expected in here because there's voiceover everywhere. So inevitably, given that it's a tourist attraction in Britain, they claim the caves are haunted. But you said you feel it's spooky in here.
Yeah. Felt a bit creepy up at the corner with the guy sitting behind the cave.
That wasn't a ghost. You do know that wasn't a real man. That wasn't a ghost. You do know he wasn't a real.
The guy in the
chair. He was a mannequin.
What?
Yeah.
No.
In 1951, the so-called Hellfire Caves were opened to the public for the very first time, having been sealed for almost 200 years. In the mid-18th century, wealthy politician Sir Francis Dashwood commissioned the caves, originally as a chalk mine, to employ jobless farm workers. Inspired by his European travels, it is said he transformed them with a grand Gothic entrance and elaborate designs, creating a secret meeting place for what would become known as
the Hellfire Club.
Every time Paul walks away, I feel really creeped out. Every time he walks away. Really, really creeped out. Oh my gosh.
Which path do we take, Sonia?
I don't know.
There's two paths. You should take one, I should take the other.
No way.
Why are you freaked out in here?
Scary.
Why? Because there was a plaque saying there's ghosts.
No, I feel a bit creeped out.
Why? But why?
Just feel a little bit creeped
Freaked out
out.
by their actions. The actions of the people who met down here.
Their actions are in the memory of the place.
They're on the internet. Go on, you first.
Are you coming with me?
Yes. Go on.
No, don't disappear.
I won't. Off you go.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
Look at your face. You're genuinely scared, aren't you?
It's not funny. Look, these walls have seen some things.
Peen. Little is known about Dashwood's Hellfire Club. Not the first fraternity to bear that name. When it dissolved, records were destroyed, leaving its legacy to grow through whispers, gossip, and marketing. Oh, careful now. Brilliant.
I'll be a ghost.
That's terrifying, that is. Depending on who you believe, the Hellfire Club was either a decadent retreat where Britain's elite drank, networked and debated forbidden ideas, or it was something far darker, a debauched Satan-worshipping cult, leaving the caves steeped in lingering evil. So noisy in here, isn't it?
What would you prefer? I can hear classical music.
Yeah, I know. Wherever you go, there's music. I think a button to press it to activate it, so it's not just on a continuous loop. Save electricity as well that way. I mean, it would have been spooky down there with...
When they first opened this cave as a tourist destination, like years and years ago,
1951.
they used to give people candles and said, off you go and explore.
Oh, that would have been way better. And you wouldn't have had this
Would have been so
talking,
creepy.
this talking stuff.
Apparently they're haunted, so it
Well, you're
wouldn't be
finding
creepy.
it creepy anyway.
Yeah.
It's not haunted. It's not. Right. Up ahead is the banqueting hall.
Oh,
That's where they met.
There might be a poltergeist in there.
I know we haven't. There's not a poltergeist in.
Yeah, he thinks that
Who's he?
I'm not great with remembering details, but I do remember this. There might be a poltergeist in the banqueting hall. Might be another room, but I think it's the banqueting hall.
Seems unlikely. The caves as we see them today were modified in the decades following its opening as a tourist attraction, and its owners, the Dashwood family, have leaned into its dark reputation. One thing remains untouched: the cave's strange, seemingly esoteric layout. Some believe the design itself is symbolic, members passing from the womb of the banqueting hall through the female triangle for rebirth, bathing in the river Styx and finally indulging in forbidden pleasures within the inner temple.
Let's go.
You're getting spooked out again?
Yes,
oh my God, Sanya.
But now we're just going towards the more haunted bit.
Yeah, this is the banqueting hall.
My nose is running, which is a sign of spectral activity.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Look at this cute, these patterns in the rock.
That's called mould.
Oh, it's so creepy.
I want to go left.
Oh, do you want to go left? This is the banqueting hall.
Dashwood's club originally met at Medmenham Abbey, where they called themselves the Monks of Medmenham. One account claims Dashwood's Hellfire Club staged mock religious rites, worshipping Bacchus, god of wine, and Venus, goddess of love and rudies. It is said that members dressed as monks, while female guests arrived masked or clad in nuns' habits.
The club's motto was roughly translating as "do what thou wilt." Impressive, this room, given that this was all carved out by hand. There's a thing over there that said when they opened it in 1951, they basically had to clear out all the boulders and make it safe.
Oh, wow.
It all collapsed in. Also, when it was open in 1951 for tourists, a vicar said that every time he walked past it made his tummy wobble because of the evil emanating from these caves, which I'm sure helped sell tickets. Do you feel evilness in here? No.
Not in this room specifically.
Well, we're going to keep going across the river Styx into where they did the rituals.
Oh, gross. Do we have to? I don't want to do that. I just had the weirdest experience. After you left the room, it smelled like cigarette smoke in there.
Well, maybe someone's having a fag.
I can smell cigarette smoke.
It's probably just these caves. Cave smell, famously.
Of cigarettes?
Really? Okay,
Yes.
Okay, yes, you're right. It was a ghost. The smoking ghost. Smoking Glenn Miller, the smoking goat.
There's a lot of graffiti in these caves.
Yeah, well, people...
Plus love, Charlotte, love,
No, it's not plus,
Daddy,
it's a kiss.
11th of the 24th.
Charlotte loves Daddy. Okay, well, that is a really bad example of if Daddy has allowed that. I don't approve.
Oh, it's getting very
it's
crowded.
getting-
Oh, you can see the statue's bum.
Oh, excellent. That's where poo comes from. Finding it hard to breathe down there.
Yeah, it's all the cigarette smoke.
There are bats in here.
Oh, great.
Says bats are often seen flying through the tunnels
That's all we need.
or resting in the crevices, stroke crannies. Filming signs is boring.
I just want to get a picture of the bat.
So we're headed towards the inner sanctum area. We have to cross something called the River Styx, which, if you know your Greek mythology, you will have heard of that before. And right at the back of the caves is where stuff happened, supposedly. Left or right, Sonia? I think we should split up.
No, I won't be able to film you if we split
That's
up.
fine, I'll film you.
No, well, you can't if we split up.
Stop going back into the dark.
Oh my God.
There's things behind you.
Don't say that.
There is something behind you.
Don't.
Which one are you taking?
No, please,
right.
I don't want to go by
This
myself.
area is called the Triangle, which has kind of, well, that's Illuminati stuff, isn't it? But also it could be this area, the pubis. Okay, don't film my bits. Don't. Okay, that's going to get us banned on YouTube, isn't it? If you start filming my bulge.
Don't make me go by myself, please. This was not. You didn't.
There's no one else down here now. It's just us.
Okay, that makes it even
It's
worse.
literally just us in here now.
I don't want to be
I'll be
down
right
here.
behind
No, I
you.
really don't want to be down here by myself.
You're seriously scared, aren't you?
Yes, I don't like
You're
creepy
such a-
places.
Such a coward.
I don't like creepy places.
It's not a creepy place.
It kind of is. Especially, I don't want to go into the pubis of the building by myself.
You don't want to. Could you say that again, please? You don't want to go to the
I don't
building's
want to
pubis.
go to the pubis of the building by myself.
Go on, down into the pubis.
This bit.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Go on, you first. I'll be behind you.
You better not be lying.
It's fine. I'm coming this time. Go on.
I'm walking backwards to
Okay, that's a recipe for disaster. I already hit
checking
my
that you're
head.
there.
Already hit my head and my elbow.
I really don't. No.
Don't like this.
No.
What is wrong with you?
I want you to hold my hand.
No, don't be the baby. Where we're headed, the river Styx is over a little body of water. It's not quite a river. But beyond that is the inner temple, and that is where the famous Hellfire Club actually met, Sanya. Where they did their rituals and had
No
their
wonder the
meetings.
camera's being weird.
Yeah, the camera keeps freezing, so Sanya thinks it's a ghost causing it.
First, our camera wouldn't switch off. It was just recording. Then it started just recording a black screen. I don't know what was actually visible when it was recording. And then it wouldn't switch on again. So something strange is afoot. This was not meant to be a ghost hunting video.
Just as well there aren't any ghosts then.
Well, there's
Not a ghost
something
hunting
weird.
video.
There's something weird. Maybe
Okay,
it's this. Maybe it's all this stuff.
Maybe it's the fake stalactites or are they stalagmites? So when were these rock formations installed? Despite extensive research, it remains unclear which of the caves features date from the 1700s and what is a 20th century invention. In fact, the banqueting hall wasn't open to the public until 1973 because the ceiling kept collapsing. Some accounts suggest the Hellfire Club only met at the caves on a handful of occasions, if at all.
Let's go.
I'm filming you going into the inner temple where all the wickedness happened.
Oh.
You don't want to go last. Though Dashwood's club was made up primarily of British elites, it's claimed that Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the USA, visited the caves on more than one occasion. Although maybe it was just for a tour of Dashwood's chalk mine. But what do you think? Leave a comment below.
This cave has some big jugs. Stand next to it, we can see its size. I'd just like to say it really stinks like cigarettes in here. Maybe because loads of people smoked in here for a long time, for many years, but it really, really reeks of cigarettes.
That's not going to work, Sanya. I mean, aside from the fact I can see you.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Well, you're not going to scare me. I literally can still see you. It's not going to work. It's going wait, and then... She's going to do it again, everyone. It really doesn't work if I've seen you hide. This way.
Oh, that way?
Yeah. Back in there.
Oh Oh, not this place again. Oh, that's so not nice. I don't take a way out.
Doesn't know where I've gone.
7 members of Parliament and other prominent men.
There he is.
Where'd you go?
Masks.
I ran. I'm so puffed out. I just had to run out of there by myself. The fear level was off the charts, like 10 out of 10. I went through so many stinking patches. I had another patch that stunk like cigarettes, a patch that stunk like stinky feet, a patch that was just like a mysterious smell.
You sure you weren't just
I was so
farting
scared.
the whole way out?
No, I wasn't. I went past a dad and his son, which freaked me out even more.
Did you run past them?
Yes, I did run past them. I wasn't going to stop. I thought I was lost about 4 or 5 times because there are like alleyways off of alleyways. So I just had to use like basically echolocation to get out of there. I was clicking my way out like a bat. Okay, and I wasn't, but that's what it felt like. I was like literally just guessing my way out. Thank goodness it was the right way. Oh, the puppy. Oh, it's just escaped. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Now is the time for us to move to our next location, which is where we will explain the whole story of the Hellfire Caves and why this might be Britain's weirdest tourist attraction. So the Hellfire Club wasn't actually known as the Hellfire Club at the time. That became like a nickname for it later because of the reports of what they got up to in there. It was actually called the Knights of St Francis of Wycombe, but the members called themselves monks, or knights, I guess. Among the core members, aside from Dashwood, were a guy called John Wilkes, John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwiches, and William Hogarth, who William Hogarth was, there's that gunshots. They're shooting the peasants. Get off my land. Or rather around here it's, get off my land, will you? Clear off, filthy peasants. William Hogarth, the satirical artist. You know Hogarth?
Ah.
The Rake's Progress fame.
Yeah. He was one of them.
He was, and he did do a painting of Dashwood that contained clues to what they got up to.
What was in the painting?
I don't remember. But I'll flash it up on screen now and I'll annotate it. How am I doing that? So this is St Lawrence's Church, which wasn't built by Sir Francis Dashwood, who also built the caves, but it was rebuilt by him. And again, it was built in the style that he was kind of obsessed with after doing the Grand Tour and all of that around Europe. But he also built a golden sphere on top, which he basically used as a drinking club with his buddies.
Well, he actually went into that sphere.
Yeah,
he was in there drinking.
Yes, follies were a big thing. You know what a folly is? Basically, they were buildings without any real purpose. Yeah, they build buildings in an old architectural style. By the way, that's about the 3rd or 4th gunshot I've heard since we've been up here.
What is going on? What are they shooting? Pheasants?
Well, I was flying the drone, and then that was when I heard the first one. I thought, oh shit, is someone trying to shoot down my drone? Do they not want me to film?
Oh no!
But it's still going on. So the golden ball had a porthole in it for sending messages to his mate John Norris. in his folly, 21 miles away in Camberley. Still there. It's all vandalised, but it is still there. You can't go in it, but it is still there on top of the hill. So there is a theory that Dashwood, who was the Postmaster General, he was like high up in the British government. So his mate Norris apparently wrote him a letter on the 3rd of June 1778 saying, did this day heliograph was using sunlight and a mirror to send messages like Morse code. Did this day heliograph intelligence from Dr. Franklin in Paris to Wycombe.
Oh.
So he had a line to Benjamin Franklin and was sending info to Dashwood here, who was doing who knows what with it. So either maybe Franklin was a spy.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
So yeah, but the implication is that Dashwood and Norris were sympathetic to the American cause of independence. Traitors. America should be a British colony still, don't you think? Don't you think that would be don't you think that'd be better, Sonia? She's saying nothing. Supposedly the tower and the golden ball are directly above the inner temple in the Hellfire Caves. So the thinking was, there's another gunshot, the Hellfire Caves represent hell and this represents heaven. So you know these sorts of gravestones that have the rounded top?
Yeah.
Do you think they look like tongues coming out of the ground? Like, to taste the air, do you think that's what they are? Just a thought, just something to think about. That is one hell of a lock. Apparently it's only open 5 Sundays a year.
Oh. Which 5?
Does it matter? The whole Satanic thing has been overblown over the years. I mean, it's obviously a big part of their marketing now, witches and weirdly zombies. Concrete information about what they got up to is hard to come by, but we know it was debauched to some degree. But then he comes and renovates a bloody church. Sticks a big gold ball on top. The hypocrisy.
Yeah, but he sticks a big gold ball on top so that he can drink inside it and send secret messages to his friend. It's not very holy, is it?
Oh, look.
Brian
Harvey. I'm sorry?
Brian Harvey. One day I'll learn how to speak.
Brian Harvey.
Who's that?
From East 17. Brian Harvey once ran himself over, famously.
I remember.
Yeah, so there you go. Makes you think, doesn't it? So something I sort of realised while looking into this is how similar the Hellfire Club was to the current Bohemian Grove.
That's creepy.
When you look at the similarities.
That's creepy.
Yeah, the Bohemian Grove, if you don't know, conspiracy theorists have a field day with what it is, but it's basically where once or twice a year, the powerful of the world go and meet in the woods in America, and just like the Hellfire Club, which was made up of rich and powerful people, there is a motto or a ritual at the beginning of each meeting to leave your sort of worldly cares at the door. They all wear robes at Bohemian Grove as well, and they have this mock ritual with an owl. And it's all kind of...
Well, they say it's a mock ritual. We don't know how mock it is.
But I just thought, oh, that's interesting, how they were doing it back in the 1750s. And yet it's still going on now. What really goes on at these meetings? What kind of deals are done? What kind of decisions are made about our lives? What decisions were made back then? Yeah, given that we know that, what's his face? Dashwood was mates with Benjamin Franklin. But I didn't feel it was particularly creepy down there, unlike you, who was convinced there was a ghost smoking.
It stunk like cigarettes.
Oh, boo. Oh, here to haunt you, Governor. I'll be your ghost for the evening, all right? Look at that. Here to haunt you, Governor. I'm the devil. I'm Lucifer incarnate. making me lightheaded. What was I saying? I do find the vibe up here creepier.
Up here?
I find
Well, we are in a
creepy.
graveyard. I mean...
I don't know, this church... Well, yeah, I know, but this church has a... Don't you think this church has a bit of a kind of ominous vibe?
Because it's locked up and only open 5 days a year.
Yeah, churches aren't meant to be locked. You're meant to be able to go in there and drink
Yeah, what
out...
are you hiding?
Yeah, you go in there and drink out the font. That's what I always do on a hot day. There's a window. Can I look in?
All right, hang on.
Oh, it's a ghost!
Oh.
So up here is the Dashwood mausoleum. This is where the Dashwood family have stuffed their corpses for generations. But there's another story, isn't there, Sanya, about something else that was stuffed into the mausoleum.
What, the baboon? they dressed a baboon as the devil.
I'm building to that story.
Oh, are you?
That's the end of they didn't put a baboon in the mausoleum. I'm building to the baboon. There's a wasp. Paul Whitehead, yeah?
Yeah. Paul Whitehead, yeah?
Take the piss out of me. He was the guy, he was a member of the Hellfire Club. In 1765 or thereabouts, he'd written in his will basically to be asked that his heart be put in an urn when he died and put in the mausoleum.
Oh, that's what's in there.
Yes. Do you want to talk about what happened, why there's a ghost in there?
Well, I thought the ghost was in the banquet chamber.
It's down there, yes, down below us.
Someone took that heart.
Stolen in 1829.
And now the ghost wants it back.
Is the heart, did they return the heart? Is it back in there? I've got a feeling it's back in there.
How do we know that that's the right heart?
Could be anyone's heart, couldn't it?
Let's look in the mausoleum. Oh, there's people. Oh my God, there's loads of people.
Jesus, like monkeys in a zoo.
I know.
We'll just film them anyway. Monkeys in a zoo. And the other side, let's all look in the mausoleum.
That's exactly what we're doing.
We've got an excuse. We're important.
We are doing the exact same thing, so are we monkeys?
No, we're citizen journalists. We're citizen journalists. We're bringing the world to people's homes. Aren't we?
One cigarette at a time.
People who can't get out of their homes get to live vicariously through us.
Paul, there's millions of people now.
Yeah, I know.
Literally millions.
I know, they've all come to see this boring mausoleum. Mausoleum. It's not very interesting. You can't even go in it and...
Do what? Oh, there's a big tomb thing in the centre.
Yeah,
Is that Heart Guy?
Don't think so.
Not Heart
Unless
Guy's...
he's got the heart of a blue whale. How big is a blue whale's heart, do you know?
I don't know, but like it would be inside a box or something.
I read that a boy can crawl through a blue whale's veins if he's lucky. I heard a boy could fit in a blue whale's veins and crawl through them.
Where did you hear this?
Oh, years ago.
But where did you hear this?
I don't
Who
know.
told you?
A magazine or something, or a book. Years ago. Read it when I was a
Biz
kid.
magazine.
No, I read it when I was a kid in a factual book, and I was always fascinated with that. The thought that you could climb down his blowhole. You climb down a blue whale's
Right, let's
blowhole
look inside
and just
here.
have a little wander around. We didn't establish how big a blue whale's heart is.
Very.
I think it's the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. That's how I imagine.
Shall we Google it?
We won't Google it now, but everyone at home can Google it and tell us in the comments.
Comment below,
how big a blue whale's
heart is.
It's not really relevant to this video now to think about it.
It could fit a lot of love in that heart.
You've heard of people having relationships with dolphins?
Well, I've heard of one person,
But
yes.
no one who's had it with
Well, it's a bit...
a blue whale.
Yeah.
I mean, it would...
There's a bit of a size difference, isn't it? I don't know if that would work.
My mind's racing.
I don't
There's
want
so
to know
much-
where it's racing to.
There's so much I want to know the answer to.
Slightly, I feel this is an inappropriate place to be having this conversation. Although we are above the Hellfire Club
just
where loads
saying.
of like disgusting stuff happened.
Is everything in proportion?
What do you mean?
Well, they're mammals, aren't they? So they...
What you?
They reproduce.
Everything reproduces.
Yeah, but they reproduce in
a mammal way,
So-
in a mammalian way.
So is everything...
Well, someone would
Imagine-
know. Someone
imagine
must
the
have
size
seen.
of it.
I think it's on Google.
Why is that not more?
Have you not Googled it?
No, well, no. The only one
Not Googled.
I've only Googled pigs ones,
Oh.
which are corkscrew shaped. We're in a graveyard. This is
So does that mean?
like their tail. They're corkscrew shaped.
So does that mean
No,
that the?
no. Hang on. You told me not to go there.
Oh, you started it.
I know, and it's completely inappropriate. This is the Dashwood mausoleum.
No,
we should say.
But the Dashwoods would have loved this kind of conversation.
No, just one of them would. So not only was this place the centrepiece of British debauchery in the 18th century, but possibly also the site of high treason, which was punishable by the death sentence back then. Which, all of that together, makes it strange to me the way the Hellfire Caves are being promoted as the perfect location for a kid's party. If you go on their website, there's a lot of...
I did see that on there.
There's like pictures of like a dad with two kids. Like that.
It's come a long way, this place.
Yeah, it's a bit strange that, you know...
What are they meant to do?
Kids can go and have their birthday party literally in the banqueting hall where ladies of the night dressed as nuns with their faces masked plied their trade, and horrible men did horrible things. I mean, there was certainly some side passages and little side rooms that you wonder what went on. I'm not sure I want my kids to have a birthday party in there. I don't want them being tainted by the devil. It is a bit unloved, I have to say.
Really?
It needs a bit of TLC, doesn't it?
I mean, there's not really much more you could do down there. That it's a cave. I thought it was quite loved. The cafe has bespoke coffee cups for
Nice
takeaway.
touch.
Even it's got their own special loyalty
No
card.
savoury food though.
No savoury food, but you can get. Do you get a discount if you go to the
Discount
garden
of
cafe?
6.66%. So they are
Which
really,
they did on purpose.
which, lest we forget, is the number of the beast. Again, you know.
The baboon.
Oh my God, we haven't got to the baboon yet.
Oh, whoops.
The beast isn't the beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
When I say the beast, do you not know what I mean? I don't mean like a beast of the natural world.
What kind of beast is it? Blue whale.
Satan. I've just seen something over there that we have to go and film because it is weird. So this appears to be, what is that, a grave?
A memorial stone.
What is that?
I think it's like a memorial stone.
It's got Watson's written on the top. Are they in it?
No.
Under it?
I think it's just to commemorate their memory. To commemorate them. I think it's just to commemorate them.
You don't think they're under it?
No.
Ow! I don't like that.
Why?
Just be normal. Just have like a cross one or a tongue-shaped one. Why do you have to be weird?
Did you just say, just be normal? Why do you have to be weird?
Yeah, don't be weird in a graveyard.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like the globe, and I don't like the mausoleum. Just be normal. Just do normal graves. So here's the thing. I've been looking into the Hellfire Club for about 2 weeks, and since we got back from the caves, I've been digging deeper still, and I can find no reference prior to about 1951 to any Hellfire Caves, to the Hellfire Club meeting in the caves, to satanic rituals, to orgies and debauchery and all the rest of it. All of it seems like it was an invention of Sir Francis Dashwood's descendant, who was 27 when he got the idea to open the caves. And he went big on the whole Satan worshipping thing. When the caves were first opened, they had goats' heads on altars. They had dyed the water in the so-called River Styx blood red. The first reference I can find to anything untoward happening in the caves or them being linked to the Hellfire Club was following a book published in the 1930s called Hellfire Francis, and a letter written by one of Dashwood's descendants to the Bucks Free Press saying that the caves were nothing more than a chalk mine and that they have the family records to prove it. I can find zero reference anywhere to the meetings happening in the caves. When the caves were open, there was a bit of a storm because proceeds from the caves were going to be put towards the repair of the church, and there was a bit of outcry from various religious types saying, hang on a minute, these caves are claiming to have been where there was a Satan worshipping sex cult. I found a quote from Francis Dashwood, descendant of Sir Francis Dashwood, who basically said about the vicar that was kicking up a stink, can't he take a joke? It's just a bit of fun. There's no question that the monks of Medmenham, the Knights of St. Francis of Wycombe or whatever, no one could even agree on what they were called. There's no doubt that they had a club which was bawdy, where it was a bunch of blokes who would get drunk, probably invited ladies of the night to come and entertain them. The baboon story would seem to be real, but it didn't happen in the caves. There's no question that they all probably got up to mischief, but it probably didn't happen in the so-called Hellfire Caves. It's all just marketing. And that is why, when you look at how the caves were marketed when they opened, you know, satanic sex cults and this, that and the other, the fact that they're now being marketed to children very heavily, and even when they opened they were, you know, I've found, you know, oh, come and do the Hellfire Caves colouring competition. It's like, what? And then on top of that, none of that happened there probably anyway. They may have been built by a guy who had a gang who were womanizers, and I mean, as well, I mean, I've even found kind of, you know, suggestions that Sir Francis Dashwood may have been gay. And in fact, the guy whose heart he put in an urn in the mausoleum, there may be a reason for that they were more than just mates. It's just bizarre. The deeper you dig into it, the weirder it gets. And the fact that we've all just kind of gone, oh, yeah, okay, that's where that's where they, I don't know, worship Satan and, you know, have massive orgies. It's just a chalk mine. That's all it is, with a fancy entrance and a cafe. I don't know why I'm so irrationally annoyed by this, but I am. People travel from all over the world to go to a chalk mine just because someone said it's haunted. There's no haunting. There's no ghosts. Nothing happened there, and they dug it out for some chalk.
Acrobatics.
Parkour. So the baboon incident. I was being a baboon then, wasn't I? You've been waiting for this, haven't you, Sanya?
I've all day.
For the baboon incident. It was basically the beginning of the end for the Hellfire Club. It was John Wilkes who was close to Dashwood. He was a radical politician of the day, but also a notorious prankster. And it's a good story. Some people dispute whether it happened actually within the caves or whether it happened elsewhere. But he basically had a massive falling out with Lord Sandwich, or the Earl of Sandwich, because he dressed a baboon up as Satan and released it. The story is some version of it happened, but the details, depending on which version you read about, the versions are different. My favourite one is that he put the baboon in a chest And the Earl of Sandwich opened the chest and the baboon leapt out and started scurrying around the room dressed as Satan. And Sandwich basically fell to his knees and repented all his sins. And saying stuff like, everything you've heard about me isn't true, and, you know, I'm actually a good man, etc., etc. While this baboon capered and frolicked and probably bared its teeth. But the falling out between Sandwich and Wilkes, who were core members, basically led to the slow sort of dissolution of the club, and the fracturing of the Knights of St Francis of Wycombe. It was the then Earl of Dashwood, or Lord Dashwood, who opened it in 1951. You told me that they charged £1 and they would give people a candle and told them to just take themselves around.
Yeah, make their merry way around the caves with a candle.
That would have been
No
better.
thanks.
Bet there wouldn't have been any bloody voices going, "Hey, I'm Lord Dashwood. These are my caves. I don't carry them all around. I built these caves and Mr. Benjamin Franklin was here." So noisy.
Is that what you heard down there?
What do you mean? What are you trying to tell me?
I didn't
now?
hear anything.
Oh, right. That's a really funny joke, because not least that the only person that you normally don't hear is your husband. Ha ha ha! He's the one that you normally ignore. Fell off the tree. Broke my glasses, look, bent them.
Scurry away like a baboon.
See my pants?